Shawa El Marishe, Yai Kung Fire, Opo Showo El Simate, Yai Kung Fire, Oníṣẹ́ ìjọba ẹ ò ní gba lẹ́tà jòkó sílé. Yai Kung Fire. Èmi ò fẹ́ nínú ayé èmi mọ́ o, bóyá lọ́rọ̀ ní kéèmí máa rí mọ́ láyé. Àní máa gbọ́ bọ́ fẹ́ bọ́kọ̀ nínú ọdún táwa yìí. Àní nínú ọdún táwa yìí. Wà á lolú ọmọ nílé bàbá rẹ̀. Ìlolú ọmọ nílé màmá rẹ̀. Àwọn lẹ́kùn yẹn ó sì máa dùn. Ẹ̀yìn ayé wàá yìí lọ́hùn. Wàá yìí lọ́hùn. Ṣayalaye ṣe olùṣòrí olórí ọkọ nínú ọ̀tá wáyé Subuhana mọ alakọni alakọni wọ̀nyẹ sí máa ń kàlà mi. Si mau kanami, oyari okani. Ọlọ́run. Ọlọ́run dákun. Ọlọ́run Jésù. Àní máa gbá bọ́ fẹ́ bọ́kọ̀ nínú ọdún tá a wà yìí. Nínú ọdún tá a wà yìí. Wà á tolú ọmọ nílé bàbá rẹ̀. Tolú ọmọ nílé màmá rẹ̀. Àwọn lẹ́kùn yẹn ó sì máa dẹ̀rín. Ayé wà á yín lọ́hùn. Ọjọ́ alẹ́ wà á yín lọ́hùn. Oníṣayé aláyé musẹ̀. Oníṣòrí olórí náà. Ìròyìn ẹni bá kan ló lè rí. Ẹni bá kan ló lè rí.
Salam alaikum.
Ọlọ́run kìnìkan náà ga ẹni bá kan ló lè rí. Wọ́n nínú àìríjẹ tó, nínú àìrímu tó, nínú àìrífọkàn bá. Ẹni bá kan ló lè rí. Wàláyì. Mo fọlọ́ fúra ẹni bá kan ló lè rí. Wàláyì. Ẹni bá kan ló lè rí. Fọlọ́ fúra ẹni bá kan ló lè rí. Alẹ́ ní bákan ọlọ́run ẹni bákan ló lè rí. Ẹni bákan ló lè rí. Mo fọlọ́n fúra ẹni bákan ló lè rí.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. First, I'd like to thank everybody and welcome you all to this program, Nasfat Global Women Week, which we're having with a talk today. This is day 6 of our program. I have to apologize for the late start. We're just waiting to have as many people as we can in the hall, as you can tell. Hopefully, next year, we will all endeavor to arrive early. But I just want you to know that we are very appreciative of your presence here because you've all come from far and wide, sometimes with short notice. So before we start anything, we would like to obviously thank Almighty Allah, and we're going to be starting with the opening prayer. In the meantime, please, if you would like to tell your friends and other people from different platforms that they can log into Aria TV UK TV, Aria UK TV. The program will be live. We don't have a Zoom link, but they can follow us live. I would like to call on some people just to come onto the high table so that we can start and move the program forward. First, I'd like to call our mother in the house, Alaja Musa, to please come forward here, please. Allahu Akbar. Of course. Thank you. We still recognize all the other elders seated in the house. I'd also like to call the Zonal Women Affairs Secretary, your host for today, in the person of Alhaja Noimat Busari, who you all know, at least this year, she's Mommy Zona for Nasfat. She's invited you, and thank you all for coming. Mori Babikum Moriaba Ya Lihajas Ramariaba Bikum Moriaba. Oh. Also, I'd just like to call the previous Zona Women Affairs Secretaries. We have a lot with us today, and we just want to call them to come and support our sister on the high table. I'll be calling on Alaja Bilkis Savage. She's previously Nasfat Women. Ihaja Morihaba Bikun Morihaba Kiwon. Also, I'd like to call on our immediate past Zona Women Affairs Secretary in the person of Hajia Aishat Ololade. Aishat, I just Aishat Ololade Oyewumi. Aishat, she always just correct me on this. Moriaba Biku, Moriaba, Moriaba Biku, Morihaba. Ya Alihaja Moriaba Biku. Yaba. Thank you. Also, now I'd like to call on our special the guest speaker for today, Ajia Sherifat Kamaldin, to come and please join them on the high table. Aba Biku Moriaba. Moriaba Biku Moriaba. Ya Lihaja Morihaba Bikun Morihaba. We've done it that way so that we can be swift in the program. Now I'm going to call on Alaja Musa to please give us the opening dua.
A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah, 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 Rabbil Alamin. I pray Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that we are, as we are starting this program today, we're starting with Bismillah. So we end it up with Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. And everything will go on well, inshallah. So we start with Fatiha. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alamin. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim. Maliki yawmiddin. Iyyaka na'budu wa iyyaka nasta'in. Indina siratal mustaqim, siratal ladina an'amta alayhim, ghayril maghdubi alayhim waladdallin. Amen.
Thank you, ma'am. The next item on the agenda is the reading from the Holy Quran, and I'll have the pleasure of calling my sister, Sister Basirat Sumani, to please read us some verses from.
I'm going to be reading from Surah Al-Azab, that is chapter 33 of the Holy Quran, and I'll be starting from verse 28. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Rabbi shrah li sadri wa yassir li amri wahlul uqdatan min lisani yafqahu qawli. سنقرئك فلا تنسى رب زدني علما آمين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يا أيها النبي قل لأزواجك إن كنتن تريدن حياة الدنيا وزينتها فتعالين أمتكن وأسريكن سراحا جميلا وإن كنتن تريدن الله ورسوله والدار الآخرة فإن الله أعد للمحسنات منكن أجرا عظيما. يا نساء النبي من يأتي إن كنا بفاحشة مبينة يضاعف لها العذاب ضعفين وكان ذلك على الله يسير. صدق الله العظيم. In the name of Allah, the gracious, the merciful. O Prophet, say to your wives, if you should desire the worldly life and its adornment, then come, I will provide for you and give you a gracious release. But if you should desire Allah and His Messenger and the home of the hereafter, then indeed Allah has prepared for the doers of good among you a great reward. O wives of the Prophet, whoever of you should commit a clear immorality, for her the punishment will be double twofold, and ever is that for Allah easy. Sadaqallahu al-Azim. The reason why I chose these verses is in line with the program we have about how we as Muslim women can fit in or try to survive in the world we are in today. So that's why I chose that verse, that we, like the wives of the Holy Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, we are not like other women. We're Muslim women, and we should be proud of that. And our reward with Allah is double. And the same thing, our punishment with Allah is double. So we should be mindful of that. A lot of us, we try to mingle into the society and try to deny who we are, but it's not beneficial for us in this world and in the hereafter. May Almighty Allah make our task easy for us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa
barakatuh. Tekbir. Thank you so much. Jazakallah khair. The next item, I'm going to be calling on the Zonal Women Affairs Secretary, Alaja Busari, to give a welcome address.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Thank you all for coming to this year's Nasfat Women's Week. May Almighty Allah reward you. Um, this is the 23rd Women's Week. It's an annual event for women of Nasfat, women of Al-Jannah. It's normally around October, as we all know. As we're celebrating here today, it's been celebrated in Nigeria, in Canada, in West Coast, and in America as well. So as we're here, beautifully, as a Nasfat woman, same thing is happening across where we have our Nasfat branches as well. I'm briefly going to tell us about what we have done so far in this week of the Women's Week. We started on the 16th of October, last week Sunday, and every day has got its programs. Unfortunately, due to the challenges we face in diaspora, there's not much time to really cover all the programs as back home. But we have done our best to make sure that we follow the programs, and I'll be telling you the things that we have done since the beginning up until today. On the 16th of October, which was last week Sunday, we had general salatu and special prayer and connect with our youth across branches. I believe I can see some of us nodding because it happens at your branches, mashallah. On the day 2 of it, which was Monday, we were advised to fast. I know most of us as women of Al-Jannah who follow the Prophet's doings, we fast on Mondays, but we were also encouraged to fast or remind us to make sure that happened. On Monday, I believe that we fasted because it was advised that we should fast. The reason for the fasting is to pray for all of us. I mean, if anyone fasts, obviously, it is to pray for yourself, even if you don't open your mouth to ask for anything. For the fact that you're in fasting, Almighty Allah will reward you for that. So that happened on Monday. On Tuesday is for self-acquisition training. We didn't do anything here. Back home, they train people, and when it comes to the Women's Week, they do like graduation for them. It happened, we've seen pictures of it, mashallah. On the Thursday of it, which was, on the Wednesday, sorry, which was the day 4, the 19th, that did not really, wasn't peculiar to us here, but it says visiting Nasfat members, widows, or people who are ill. I know some branches did undertook that, which they discussed with me in terms of going to see some of our members that are ill, some widows, some people that, it's like welfare visits. Let me just put it that way. And alhamdulillah. The day 5th, which was Thursday, the 20th of October, we were advised to do the cleaning of a mosque, community mosque, on the day, and the evening of it was to connect with the missionary. With us here, the connect with the missionary happened. There was link sent around. I can see, and I saw most of us join the link. It was question and answer, like fiqh, knowing more about Islam, asking questions. And by the day 6th, which was yesterday, 21st of October, I joined, on the program, it says Jumat service and participation in the Quran competition. Unfortunately, we didn't send names back to Nigeria for Quran competition, but inshallah, next year we would hold